Hey, it's Tuesday,
Yep,
so that means we're here.
we're here.
Hey man, hey everybody, and hey everybody's spouses who are forced to watch this. Hey, hi, it's us.
Podcast, Wulff Den
Podcast.
podcast.
That's
Hey,
me, guys.
yeah,
Hey, woo. Today, not a lot going on.
Nope,
Except there was a Nintendo
there
Direct.
was, and it may
back
be
last Friday.
it may be a little late, but you know what? Concern it. You haven't heard our opinions yet, and you're gonna sit there and you're gonna listen to our opinions on it.
Yeah, spouses of people who watch this episode. So there was a lot of announcements in the Nintendo Direct.
Yes.
I wasn't interested in virtually any of the announcements. There were a lot of announcements from big IPs.
Yes.
I think that it was a pretty solid Direct overall.
Yeah.
I did not personally find anything enjoyable in the Direct.
I liked what I saw for the most part. I thought there were a lot of cool things that they showed off. A lot of it is stuff we've seen before or new information on stuff we've seen before.
That's a lot of the things I'm excited about
Yeah.
are things that we already knew about.
Yeah.
I am pretty disappointed in the Mario 40th anniversary.
I feel like that's the big one that like people are talking about. It was a good presentation, but I don't think they did enough. And I think we'll get into it when we get into it, but what they said is like the big showpiece of the 40th anniversary celebration, I think is the wrong showpiece pick.
The Mario
The movie.
Yeah. No, yeah. We're gonna get into it right now, but before we get into it, Nayu, thanks for the 5-month, sending good vibes, Wulff Den Bros. Oh my god, thank you.
Thank you.
Snake Eater, thanks for the 40. You guys always mention Bomberman somehow. Just want to let you know, Snake versus Bomberman on Xbox Delta Snake Eater is really fun. They even have a Bomberman in the style of the game characters, like Astrobot. That is cool.
Yeah.
So let me ask you something, Snake Eater in the chat there. Does this mean you have it on PlayStation and on Xbox?
Oh. Double dipping? Who are you, me?
If I were to get it, it would be on PC. Does that mean I get the Bomberman? We talked about this before.
No, apparently if you get it on PC, you get the Ape Escape.
That is so weird.
I don't understand.
I don't understand that either. He did answer me already.
Yes, he has it on both.
I have both. God.
Nerd.
Anyway, let's talk right about the Direct.
Let's just get right into it. I have Nintendo's press release, but I also have Polygon's because Polygon puts like the big, like in big format.
Yeah, I don't think Nintendo. No, it's all text.
Yeah.
I need pictures.
Okay. Pictures and trailers.
Yeah, so Nintendo started with information about the 40th anniversary, and they started with Mario Galaxy announcement.
Yeah, the movie. So the next Super Mario Brothers movie, the animated one from Illumination, is the Super Mario Galaxy movie. It'll be out next year in spring.
That's kind of soon.
It's very soon, yeah.
For just being announced.
Yeah. Well, we knew a sequel was coming out.
Yeah.
We just didn't have like any details. And like this is the first details we're getting. So it's called Galaxy. A lot of the cast is coming back, the original cast. Hope you like that Chris Pratt Mario. And yeah, other than that, we don't really know much. We know that there's more to come.
They didn't say anything.
Yeah.
They just mentioned every single cast member that's returning.
Yeah.
And they did it very slowly.
Yeah.
And it's made it sound like they were gonna have like an announcement of a new person, and they did not.
Yeah.
I think I'm not opposed to a Mario Galaxy movie. I think it's weird to jump right to Galaxy.
Well, the rumor was it was going to be Super Mario World.
Yeah.
Was the title of the next movie.
That, because Galaxy, where do you go after Galaxy? You're already in the Galaxy.
You go on an Odyssey, obviously. The joke is it was Super Mario Land, then World, then Galaxy. You just get bigger and bigger.
Yeah. And I feel like going to Galaxy is like a huge jump. But I mean,
Galaxy is a more recent game.
I think the potential is that there's a Galaxy 3 coming out.
Interesting.
And that's why they're jumping right to Galaxy. Do a little tie-in.
Okay.
speaking of, is that? Yep, that's next.
That's next.
Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2
in HD.
Wow.
Improved UI, additions to the storybook, Rosalina storybook in both games. The option to play with button or motion controls, which is nice. 4K resolution on the Switch 2. Also, new amiibos will be released. Mario and Luma, and Rosalina and Lumas, plural. And also, I actually thought this was kind of cool. They're going to release a physical version of Rosalina's book.
Yeah, I did hear that. I think the amiibos are more money now.
A lot of things are more money.
Yeah.
So I'll just get into it. These games are $40 if you want to buy them individually. Yeah,
and
$70 for the bundle.
Yeah, that's kind of a lot.
That is ridiculous. Old games.
Yeah, I'm not that upset about the price because these are old games, but I mean, Nintendo first-party Mario games always maintain their price, and these are old games, but they hold up incredibly well. These are games that are better than a lot of AAA games that are releasing today, even though they're old.
See, you are buying into the propaganda because, like, to me, these should be like $25 games, $30 games maximum, and then you sell them in a bundle for $50 because, like they're standard definition games.
Mm-hmm.
These are games that have been out for like 15 years, almost 20 years, and you're repackaging them. And yes, you have to do work on them to bring them up in resolution and to make button controls work on them and whatnot. But the fact remains that, like, the work that went into making this is nowhere near the amount of work that went into making, a brand new Mario game.
Well,
the value of these games have diminished since they've been released, and Nintendo releasing them at a premium price point like this is basically, it's them loudly saying, you will pay what we tell you to pay and you will like it.
Well, just don't buy it if you don't.
I'm not going to.
The work that went into it already when the game released. Now they're just releasing it again. They're making it available again. And if you had it before, you don't got to buy it again. And they're not standard definition games. They were once before, but now they're HD. So again, these games are much better than a lot of the games that are releasing today that are $70. And now you get 2 for $70.
I still think that is way too much to be paying for.
I would have liked it to be $60 for the both of them. But yeah. I'm not happy to be paying $70. I am happy to be paying $40 because I'm going to buy one of them. I'm going to buy Galaxy 2 because I already have Galaxy 1 on the Switch. And
we have Galaxy 2 we have one of the Galaxies on the Wii U.
I think it's 2.
You can play it on the Wii U.
Oh, wait, I can rip it. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to buy it. Apparently, there's also mouse controls, I think.
Okay.
If you can figure out how to do the mouse controls. But I only played half of Galaxy in the Mario collection on the Switch 1.
Mm-hmm.
I will try to finish it, and then I will jump on to Galaxy 2. I didn't play that when it came out. I played it for like 2 seconds at GameStop.
For comparison.
Okay.
The Tomb Raider Remastered collections,
mm-hmm.
volumes 1 and 2, those each have 3 games, and they sell for $30. And you can get them all in a bundle for a good discount. So that's
the first Tomb Raider game?
The first 6 Tomb Raider games.
Okay. That's a lot.
Yeah.
6 games is a lot.
Yeah. For the same price as you're paying for 2 Mario games.
Yeah. People care a lot more about Mario.
I understand that, but like the value proposition is night and day,
I get what you're saying. I do not agree with what you're saying. Mario Galaxy 1 on eBay is $40.
That's
you could find it for cheaper. You can find it for like $20.
Yeah. What about Galaxy 2? Because I do know Galaxy 2 goes for higher.
There's a red box ones.
Okay.
That are cheap.
Yeah.
Mario Galaxy 2. 40, 50, 30.
Yeah.
It depends on the condition. You're going to fucking like too many games. You're getting Mario Galaxy for like $80.
And I think that's another problem too, because like the used game market is like such a ripoff.
Yeah.
Nintendo had the opportunity to do some good in the world and actually release older games at a fair price. You know, force.
They're releasing it for what they think the market will pay for them.
But I think that's the problem, because they're not releasing it for what they think the market will pay for it. They're releasing it for what they know the market will pay for.
Yeah.
Because they hold their games at such a premium. Because what are you going to do? Play this on PlayStation?
And they're kind of right. the games are premium. These are old games, but they still hold up. It's not like Mario 64.
But it's not morally right.
It would be much nicer of them to release them just on Nintendo Switch Online.
Yeah.
But for like $20. That would be nice. Unfortunately, Nintendo is not nice.
No.
I'm going to be buying Mario Galaxy 2 because I already have Mario Galaxy 1 on my Switch. Apparently there is some differences between Galaxy 1 on the collection and Galaxy 1 in this collection. I saw like visual comparisons of the graphics. Nothing. It didn't seem like anything that's worth it to me.
I think the UI is mostly what's changed.
The small little snippet I saw was just some resolution differences. I'm not that interested. Galaxy 1 on the Switch was fine.
Right.
Which you can't get anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, the next one, Mario Tennis Fever.
Yes.
Now, they have been missing hard with Mario sports games.
Yeah.
So this one, I'm not interested in at all. The last Mario, this looks a lot like the last Mario Tennis game, and the last Mario Tennis game was not very good.
It's a sports game, so it's like hard to really like differentiate them from like moment to moment. I thought maybe the adventure mode would be cool, because like you start as a baby and you work your way back up to an adult, but like even that just looks like.
Yeah. When I heard this in the direct, my initial thought was, thank God I don't feel like I'm obligated to play this, because I used to feel obligated to play like every Nintendo first party game that came out, and I just do not want to play this at all. And then Mario Wonder Switch 2 edition.
Yes.
Now
full title: Super Mario Brothers Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 edition plus Meetup in Bell Park.
So I don't even know what the difference is with the Switch 2 edition besides the meetup. Like what besides the multiplayer and the DLC, is there any graphical differences?
I don't
think they announced any.
No.
Well,
here we go. Enjoy a variety of attractions at Bell Park Plaza. It lets you team up or work against friends and family members. Collect most coins. Run Switch 2 edition adds even more content and enhancements as well. Stay tuned for additional information in the future.
Yeah.
Launching spring 2026.
We don't know what the actual enhancements are.
No.
Probably 1080p in handheld. That's probably it.
That's not all though. They will also be selling a talking flower from the game, a physical one. And if you place them around the homes, they will talk to each other.
Wow. So I should be very excited for some multiplayer action, because I love this game and I would like to play more of this game. And having multiplayer sounds great. This looks like, do you remember Super Mario War?
No.
I can bring it up.
Super Mario. Is that one of the fan-made things?
It's a Flash game. From like when we were in high school.
Oh, God.
Here you go. Is this guy going to show it? This game. You would it was a versus game, and it was like Smash Brothers, but it was a Mario ROM hack, basically.
Got it.
This is the same. It's the same as this.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's enough for me. Like the Mario Brothers mechanics don't lend themselves well to like an arena battler.
I was just gonna say multiplayer 2D Mario games like have notoriously always been difficult.
Yeah.
You know, it's because like you're working against the level, you're working against other players. If the other player is even a fraction worse than you in skill. Like the whole game is like exponentially harder.
Yeah, it looks like the ones that have actual levels are co-op.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
I want a versus just race to the finish.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem to have that. And that's really disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
That's like all I want. That exists in Mario Maker, but the Mario Maker online is so bad. And I
Yeah.
don't think this is any better, but I mean, who knows? We'll see. I mean, I'm going to get it and I'm going to try because I think it's a free DLC.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try this, but I don't think I'm going to like it. This isn't exactly what I'm looking for with a versus Mario.
Yeah.
And that's the Mario stuff.
Well, they also announced special events at the Nintendo Museum in Kyoto, and they're going to sponsor the 2026 Kyoto Marathon.
Cool. That means so much
they made a point to say that the movie was like the main event of the 40th anniversary celebration, which to me is kind of a letdown because I would think that Mario, the name most synonymous with video games, would cap off his 40th anniversary with a video game.
Yeah.
Like a brand new video game.
And I wasn't even expecting a new mainline Mario game because like they've got a lot of games this year already.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe and it seems to me like they don't want to announce things too early anymore.
Right.
So I would expect a new Mario game maybe next holiday.
Okay.
I want like Mario 35 was sick for 35th anniversary.
Yeah.
So like I don't
Mario 40.
Yeah, give me a Mario 40. Give me something. Give me a little something.
Because
I feel like I didn't get a little something.
Yeah, because we got ports of older games. We got Mario Tennis.
A shitty sports game.
And that's it.
And some DLC for Wonder.
Mm-hmm.
And the DLC doesn't even look that good.
Yeah.
I want something I can nom on.
Yeah.
A little something to hold me over till a 3D Mario game.
You get nothing. So
I get nothing.
Yeah, you
for the 40th.
Yeah.
It's like no one even cares about him anymore.
That's good to know for me.
But that's just the Mario stuff. It was the first 15 minutes of the direct, and then they went on to everything else.
Every other stuff.
This article jumps right to the one more thing, which is Fire Emblem.
Yeah, Fire Emblem, Fortune's Weave.
It looks cool. I'm not a Fire Emblem guy, so I'm never gonna play this.
Yeah, talk about looking like everything else. This looks like another Fire Emblem to me. And I know somebody in the chat's gonna be like, "No, it's different because of blah 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 blah." I'm like, okay, cool.
I think it looks cool. I just am not going to be interested in this game. The only Fire Emblem game I ever actually played was the mobile one.
Really?
And I played it, I think it was called Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
And I played it when you had your gallbladder issues in the hospital. I was playing it on my phone. I liked that.
Yeah.
I'm not into this type of game.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks good.
Yeah.
The next one that Polygon has in the article is Metroid Prime 4.
Yes.
Which
she gets a vroom vroom.
I'm definitely interested in this game. I'm definitely going to get this game.
Yeah. I'll be honest, when I saw Samus on the motorcycle, I thought they were announcing a Metroid racing game.
Yeah, this does not look like Prime 4.
No.
This looks way different than anything else we've seen.
Yeah,
Prime
but
4.
it is Prime 4. She just now has Viola, her vroom vroom.
It's called Viola?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm interested because, Metroid, it is a Metroidvania. Like it's the first half of the genre name. But the way Metroid does it, it's always very tightly packed areas.
Yeah.
Even in the 3D games, they're all much smaller arenas that you traverse to the next one.
Yeah, you go from room to room to room.
This makes it look like it's a much more open world and stuff. And I'm curious to see how that's gonna play out, because it could be cool or it could just be a barren wasteland and nothing fun to do.
In my mind, the motorcycle areas are just a way to get between the rest of the map.
Right.
Like if you can envision a Metroid, like a 2D Metroid map, you do unlock the certain areas, and each room is one screen. But then to get from this map to this map, you need to take a motor.
Right.
Because this open world that people are saying doesn't look, it just looks like kind of just a really big sandbox.
Yeah.
There's nothing in this quote open world.
You know what? All right.
It's pretty barren.
Follow me here for a minute. it's giving me Star Wars Outlaws vibes in that on the planets you visit in Star Wars Outlaws, there's like the main section that's very Metroidvania-y. That like you can explore, and like the different paths you take can unlock different parts later on when you get the equipment and stuff. But outside of those areas is the open world that you explore on your motorcycle.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that like these two games are going to be the same. Obviously, Prime 4 is going to be a better game than Star Wars Outlaws, but that's the vibe it gave me, where like the motorcycle stuff is outside of the actual Metroidvania elements of the game.
That's possible. I still think it's probably likely that this is just between specific areas, and you're not going to be like doing open world shit.
Yeah.
Well, so I heard some of this discourse where people saw this and they were talking about how they weren't expecting an open world. Metroid games are open world. They're just not open in the way that like it's not just a grand open space.
Yeah.
You know, you can go wherever you want at any time if you can make it there. But this is just a little different because you can see very far, and that's not normal in a Metroid game.
A Metroidvania is more like curated. You know, like the game will tell you where to go, whereas open world is more.
The game
like,
locks you out of specific areas.
Yeah. Well, so do open world games, but open worlds are much more like free form. Like they allow you to do more.
The only difference is you can see further. That's the only difference. And I think that those areas are going to be not anything like crazy.
Yeah.
I think that they're going to be like limited experiences. But I already knew about Metroid Prime 4, and I was already excited about Metroid Prime 4. The fact that there's a motorcycle really doesn't change
not
anything.
Just the motorcycle. We have a date.
Oh, yeah.
December 4th.
Yeah, that is pretty late.
For Switch 1 and 2.
That's pretty late, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll wait. Take your time.
Yeah.
Now this next one is very stupid.
Yes. Pokemon Pokopia. Pokopia.
I thought it was Poketopia, which would have been a better name, I think.
Yeah. But no, it's you play as a Ditto who turns into a human, and it's according to Polygon, Dragon Quest Builders meets Stardew Valley. Cool.
Yeah. Interesting you said Interesting you said Dragon Quest Builders and not Minecraft. Everyone's been saying Minecraft. But you're right. It's Dragon Quest Builders, but Dragon Quest Builders is also
Minecraft, yeah.
The big meme everybody's saying about this is that Nintendo and Pokemon have been suing people for copywriting like game mechanics and stuff.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they're ripping off Dragon Quest Builders and Minecraft.
Well, I'm sure they'll put their own stupid twist on it that won't be fun, you know. And we'll talk more about Nintendo's lawsuits later in this episode. Stay tuned.
There's this part right here. They build a waterfall, and the waterfall comes in at 1 frame a second, like Minecraft. It's like exactly the same.
Yeah.
I don't understand Pokemon anymore. Like I understand it's a big IP and you want to have a bunch of side games, but none of these games have been good for a long time.
Yeah, I'd be curious because, like, look, we are well outside of the target demographic for this, but I would love to like know from like a youth what's going on with Pokemon. Like, are people even enjoying these?
We need to get a 9-year-old.
Yeah,
we need to procure a 9-year-old.
I'll wait outside my kid's school and start it. Hey.
Can you try this Poketopia game?
What are your thoughts on Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimensions?
Oh, hey, get away from my son. No.
The first DLC revealed for Pokemon Legends ZA. That's the next thing on the list.
Oh, okay. This game doesn't look as bad as it has in previous previews.
The game's not even out yet, and they're already announcing the DLC for it.
Oh, this is not... Yeah, this is just the DLC.
Yeah.
There was a trailer for, like, the actual game.
In the Direct?
I believe so. Yeah, 4 days ago. Maybe it wasn't... I mean, I remember seeing this when I was looking into it. The game does look better than it did previously.
Mm-hmm.
Them announcing a DLC is stupid as hell because the game's not out yet.
Yeah, I mean, I know other companies do that, but like Nintendo's supposed to be better than that.
Yeah, I was pretty disappointed. I can't imagine me liking this game, but I'm almost convinced to give it a try. There is apparently multiplayer. I was on AJ's podcast yesterday. That one comes out apparently on Thursday.
Okay.
And we got into an argument about how the last Pokemon game didn't run good when you had other people in your party, and he claimed that it ran the same. And I was like, no, it didn't. And he was like, yes, it did. I played it like that a lot. And I was like, what? It didn't run good. I don't understand. Anyway, this looks good. I mean, again, previous trailers, the frames were dipping, and in this, the frames are not dipping.
Do you think it was dipping because they were showing it on Switch 1 and now they're showing it on Switch 2?
Potentially.
Yeah.
Potentially. This game is going to come out on Switch 1 and Switch 2.
Yeah.
I bet this will be almost unplayable on Switch 1.
Yeah, and that honestly makes me a little bit concerned for Metroid. Like, I think they have to release Metroid on Switch 1 because they kept saying it was going to be Switch 1.
I think Metroid might be fine because the last previews we saw before the Switch 2 was announced,
those looked good.
They looked good, and they were definitely Switch 1 gameplay. I think Metroid might be fine. It's just going to be a different frame rate.
Right. Next, Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment.
They privated the video.
Ooh, scandal. This is the next entry in the Hyrule Warriors series, the Dynasty Warriors spinoff. Yeah,
there are 3 Warriors games in this direct.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought this looked cool. I'm not into it. I didn't like the last Hyrule Warriors game. But it seems like it is part of the Tears of the Kingdom story.
Yeah, I think now I forgot what I think since Age of Calamity they're canon with the Breath of the Wild saga.
Yeah.
So, because Hyrule Warriors 1 was just like an amalgamation of all Zeldas up to that point.
Yeah.
Then Breath of the Wild came out, and then they started like incorporating it into.
Yeah, this seems more canon. I don't like mashing A, so I don't want to play it. And I don't like Zelda that much.
I remember playing like one of the older Dynasty Warriors games and thinking it was cool for the time, but then they like copied and pasted it like 30 times, and then they put like, oh, we'll put Gundam in it, and then we'll put Zelda in it, and then we'll add all these other like franchises.
I need there to be like some resistance in the game, not just like a bunch of hordes coming at me and me mashing A to take them all out. You know, I need some sort of gameplay.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like this type of gameplay is like fun once, and then you got 10 mainline Dragon Warriors games, Samurai Warriors, 5 of them, Fire Emblem Warriors, Fist of the North Star Warriors, Gundam Warriors, Hyrule Warriors, One Piece Warriors. Hey, Fred.
One Piece Warriors is in the direct.
Oh, that's right. It was, yeah.
Next is Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. Now,
this looked awesome. I don't know.
Look very nice.
I don't know how it will play or like what the game is going to be.
Like a baby game.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
The last Yoshi game I played was so like boring because it's like baby's first video game.
Yeah.
And this is probably going to be very similar, even though it is very pretty.
Yeah.
I think this looks really cool. It's just, this is for a baby. Like, it's not, I don't see it having, like, good actual gameplay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Which, you know, it's interesting because, like, they kind of teased Yoshi at the end of the last Mario movie. Yoshi going to be in the new movie? If so, you're going to want, like, a more substantial game for the mainstream audience.
This is something you get a child as their like first video game.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Not everything needs to be for me.
Okay. So this, when it came up on screen, I audibly went, no way.
This is insane.
No way.
I couldn't believe this either.
Virtual Boy games are coming to Nintendo Switch Online. I think just regular Switch Online, not expansion pack.
Well.
Oh, no. will be added to Switch Online Plus expansion pack.
Not only do you need the expansion pack, you need the accessory.
Yes. So you need either the Virtual Boy replica,
Yeah, which you're seeing on screen, which is $100,
or you can buy the cardboard version for $30.
and the Switch or the Switch 2 goes into the the thing. So I don't know why it's required. I hope that it just looks weird if you don't have the headset.
I think what's happening is you've used Google Cardboard before, right?
Yeah.
So the way that works is you put your phone in and you look at it through there. What happens on the phone is it splits the picture in two.
Yeah.
And then the glasses in the cardboard will proportion it properly so you can see it. So I'm imagining the way this Virtual Boy emulator works is it's gonna do that, project two separate images, and then the glasses inside will fix it.
I'm hoping that that's all it does, is just split the screen. That way you can play it without it. You would just have two images on your screen.
But that would be so clunky and weird to operate. I would hope that there would be an option to turn that off.
Well, yeah, but if in my head, if it's on, it's just on your screen. There's two images.
Right.
That's it.
So you're going to be looking at two images while you play?
Yeah, they're square images. So it's either that or black on half the screen.
Right.
You know?
I don't know, because then you're holding the Switch, or you're looking at it on the TV. You got to look at half the screen.
Yeah. Or it's centered. You just want it to be centered? Is that what you're saying?
No, I want it to be centered because I want it to be flat.
Look, I'm not saying that's the perfect solution. I'd much rather them give you options too.
To my knowledge, yes, all the games are in stereoscopic 3D, but 3D does not affect gameplay in any substantial way.
Yeah, I'm imagining it like 3DS games.
Yeah.
Where you don't really need the 3D.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that's the case. I'm hoping that if you just don't use the headset, it's just two images and that's it.
Yeah.
But there is a chance that it uses NFC to read that it's in that you're slotted into their specific device.
That would suck.
That would suck pretty bad.
That would suck so hard.
I would really hate that.
Yeah, but I'm who's asking for this? This is notoriously the worst selling Nintendo system of all time.
Yep. I'm not interested in getting the whole accessory. I don't. Where the fuck am I going to put a Virtual Boy accessory?
You'd have to get the cardboard.
But I am happy to get Virtual Boy games on Nintendo Switch Online. Just give me, pad out the library. I'm totally happy adding things to the archive. I'll play them once and then probably never again.
Yeah.
But if I have to get the accessory, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Because we have these games on emulators and we played them and they're fine. So,
can you go back to the video and can you pull up the list of games?
Maybe.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. Pause it.
14 games.
Okay. Yeah. 14 games will be available at launch. Now.
It only works on the screen.
Okay. Were you aware that there are 22 officially released Virtual Boy games? And of those 22, only 14 were released in North America. Now, one of those 14 games was not shown on that image.
Because this says 14 games to be released over time.
Do you know what the one game that they're not showing on there is?
No.
That would be...
There's two Tetrises.
Yes, because there was V Tetris and... What was the other one?
3D Tetris.
3D Tetris, yes. No. So the one game that they don't show on that picture, the only other game released in North America, and I believe only in North America, was the licensed adaptation of the Kevin Costner movie Waterworld.
Really?
Yes. It was the only movie tie-in game released for the Virtual Boy. It is considered the worst game of the entire 22 game library.
Really? I mean, that's ugly.
Yeah. And it is not included in the lineup.
It is generally understood that there are not any good games on the Virtual Boy.
See, I disagree. My understanding is that most of the games released on the Virtual Boy aren't necessarily bad. They were just released for a bad device that hindered gameplay with the stupid headset.
This looks insane. There's like
Yeah.
people drowning and you're like shooting things and there's sharks and stuff. This is crazy.
So
I would like to try Wario.
yeah, what was a Wario game? It was like 3D Wario.
Wario Land. It's just Wario Land.
Wario Land.
Is it not the first Wario Land?
Technically, Super Mario Land 3 is the first Wario Land.
Oh, well, yeah, but this is the first like Wario Land.
So of the 14,
Also, this is the first Mario Tennis, I think.
yes. Of the 14 games released in North America, we have 3D Tetris. That's on there.
Yep, right here.
Galactic Pinball. Golf.
I don't see Galactic.
They showed it in the.
Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Golf.
Right there.
Jack Brothers.
Right there.
That's actually a hard to find game on Virtual Boy. Mario Clash.
Right there.
Mario Tennis.
Right there.
Nestor's Funky Bowling.
I think that's it.
Okay.
It's just called Virtual Bowling.
That might be it. Yeah.
Okay.
Panic Bomber.
Panic Bomber. I don't see Panic Bomber. I see a Japanese game that's in Japanese.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm curious to know what that one is. Red Alarm.
Red Alarm?
Telro Boxer. They showed that they showed gameplay of that.
Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said V Tetris is on there?
V Tetris, right
V
there.
Tetris was not released in North America.
Okay.
So that's a Japanese game for you. Vertical Force.
Right there.
Oh, Virtual Bowling is a Japanese game. It's not Nestor's Funky Bowling.
Oh, Nestor's Funky Bowling. Where are you?
Virtual Boy Wario Land.
Yep.
Virtual League Baseball.
That is not here.
Ooh, scandalous. And Waterworld.
And Waterworld. Yeah, I don't know what that Japanese game is then.
Interesting. So, wow, there are 2 bowling games. And they're not like localized versions of the same game. No, Nestor's Funky Bowling is legitimately different than the other one.
Okay. So, I mean, I'm just interested to jump into Wario Land and just see what's up.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you're able to play these things without the $100 or $25 accessory.
Yeah.
And I'm sure. I mean, just tell us, like, give us a warning. Be like, hey, these are better in 3D, but you could still play them.
They've got to release an updated version. Like, I'm assuming as soon as they see that like nobody's buying the headset, they'll patch it to have it be like flat.
It's Nintendo. They're gonna be like, no, you have to play it the way we want you to play.
Yeah. Yep. Nintendo. Fuck you. You'll pay it.
Wizrilla, thanks for the subscription. Do you think they will make 3DS Classic on Switch 2 with attachable screen? I don't know about attachable screen, but I'm still really hoping we get DS.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll come out with some stupid solution.
3DS, I don't know about, but DS.
3DS, they might just like say screw it and release like, flat versions of it because they had the 2DSs and those were successful.
Yeah.
I think they saw that like Stereoscopic 3D was not necessary for any of those games. Yeah.
Tomodachi Life is the next game.
Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream, coming out spring 2026.
I want to see this. I want to try this.
Next up, Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC. You get to explore DK Island in the game, and also Emerald Rush, a roguelike add-on to the game.
This is $30.
Damn.
That's a lot. And I hear it's not like that great.
Yeah, it's available now, and like nobody's really like talking about it the way they talked about the game.
I think it's too soon. The game just came out.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. Like, if I haven't even beaten the game yet, so if
has anybody? I've heard it's a long game.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people have beaten it. I Like, if this was for Mario Odyssey, I'd be interested. Apparently,
Yeah.
it's like a roguelike type deal.
Yeah.
I'd be interested in Mario Odyssey. I mean, again, I'm not even done with the main game, so
Yeah.
I have no reason to get this.
Next up, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. The first part of the Final Fantasy VII Remake project will come out January 22nd, 2026.
I thought this was out already.
Not gonna lie, actually, like visually looks really good.
Yeah, so this is apparently it's like it's like the PS4 version, but it adds a lot more stuff that the PS4 version doesn't have.
Intergrade is the PS5 version.
Right.
Essentially.
Yeah. So it's not as graphically impressive as the PlayStation 5 version, but it has more stuff than what the PlayStation 4 version has.
I mean, this is graphically impressive to me, considering it is on, essentially a tablet. So,
this was an example, like everybody was saying, that the Nintendo Switch 2 has the graphical power of a PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
But or 4 Pro, I forgot what they were saying. This shows that, like, with the advancement of technology, we can push it even further.
Yeah. And Square Enix confirmed that, like, they're going to bring the rest of this Final Fantasy VII Remake series to Switch 2 after this. So we're going to get Rebirth and then whatever the third one is called. And they're also releasing it on Xbox because Square Enix needs money and they realize releasing it on one console in the year of our Lord 2025 is a bad idea. So there's that. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. It is a remake of Dragon Quest VII Fragments of the Forgotten Past, originally released on the PlayStation 1.
It looks cool. I'm never going to play it.
Yeah. Hades 2 is coming to Switch 1 and Switch 2 September 25th.
Oh, that's soon.
It is launching as a console exclusive on Switch and Switch 2. So it'll be here first before it's on PlayStation and Xbox.
But it will be on PC on the 25th.
Yes. Yeah, they specifically said console exclusive.
Right. I want to play this.
I should probably play Hades 1 first.
Nah. I'm not here for the story.
I mean, I've heard the story is incredible, though. Like, that's why you play it.
It's Hot Gods. That's why people like it.
Yeah, but, like, Hot Gods with no, like, good context is like, do you want the vapid meathead or do you want the meathead with substance?
No, I'm telling you that people like it because it's Hot Gods. They don't actually think it's it's not actually a good story. It's just they're hot. Fan fiction come to life.
Hot Gods help.
But the gameplay, everybody loves the gameplay,
right.
And that's why I want to play.
Your second Warriors game, Dynasty Warriors Origins, is January 22nd next year. Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflections coming out March 13th. Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly. This is a remake of the PlayStation 2 game coming next year.
This looks like the Silent Hill remake. It looks
yes. Cool. It's a remake of an older game, so
it looks like they're doing what Silent Hill and Resident Evil did.
Yeah.
So it looks kind of cool.
Speaking of which, Resident Evil Requiem is coming to Switch 2.
This is like their second to last thing. They made a big deal about that.
Well, yeah, because it's coming, I think, day and date with the other systems. And not only that, on the same day, they're going to bring Switch 2 versions of Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8 to Switch 2. And that's a big deal because Resident Evil 7 and 8 is on Switch 1, but it's the cloud version.
Yes.
And
this shouldn't have been too difficult for them to do because these games run on PC handhelds and this.
Yeah, they all run on the same engine. They all run on the RE engine.
They run on the fucking iPhone.
Yeah.
So
if they can do that, then there's the chance that they can bring the Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4 remake and Devil May Cry 5 because they all run on the RE engine. Street Fighter runs on the RE engine.
Yeah, Street Fighter 6 is on. Yeah, we're all good with that. So,
that's cool.
I think this. I think a lot of people are gonna play it this way.
I gotta fucking just bite the bullet and play Village because this game has got me so amped. And like, I know I don't necessarily need to play Village to understand what's going on in this, but like, fucking Resident Evil, awesome.
I was a huge Resident Evil fan, and then I dropped off at 6, and I didn't play any of the other ones. So I gotta get through.
You definitely need to play 7.
Yeah,
7 is awesome.
And then I gotta play 8,
and then
I'm gonna play 9. So.
They're doing a sale on Fanatical for like the Resident Evil game.
I have them all. I even have them in multiple spots.
Yeah, but like,
and I still haven't played them.
If I again, if I get them on Steam, then I can play them on the toilet. And then maybe this way, when I scared shitless, it just goes right in the toilet.
It helps me.
See, I'm thinking
helps me get
smarter,
things
not
moving.
harder.
I only play my spooky games on the toilet. That's what I tell my gastroenterologist.
Yeah.
For some reason, I have, I think, 7 and 8 on PlayStation.
I have them on Xbox.
Fuck. Because I also have them on iOS, I think.
Yeah.
God. But I think the iOS version is cross-compatible with the Mac.
Okay.
Also, I don't know if I ever told you this. Hollow Knight Silksong,
Yes.
I have it on Steam,
Yes.
which means you have it on Steam,
Yes.
which means you can play it on your MacBook.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Get a Bluetooth controller, pop it in.
I got plenty of those.
Actually, something's fucky with the Bluetooth controllers on Mac specifically.
Really?
I had to run Hollow Knight Silksong through Steam Input, and I had to change the I had to use someone else's controller layout where they mapped the keyboard keys to my Bluetooth controller.
Interesting. Just for Hollow Knight?
Just for Hollow Knight.
Okay.
Well, I think it might be that way. I think X input is weird.
I'll have to look into it. Maybe
or I think it uses D input, like Steam uses D input, but the
Uh-huh.
game didn't want to use D input and wanted to use X input, and there was like a compatibility issue.
I'll have to check it out. Maybe if someone I know had got one of them like SN30 Pro 3s with those swappable buttons.
Oh, I have it. Yeah, you can have one.
Yeah. I have to shame him live on the podcast.
I'm sorry. I don't realize I got a million of these things. Anyway, but that's the one I used, and it was all fucked up. So
Good to know. More Switch 2 editions. One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. That's your third Warriors game of the day. Storm Lancers. Oh, this one didn't look too bad.
No, this one looks good. It's a 2D. It's a side scrolling. What do you call it? Like hack and slash game. Or
Yeah.
shoot too. I don't know. But it's co-op.
Yeah, so that's
in my brain. It's like
because I don't have friends. Yes, 2D side scrolling roguelike adventure.
Oh, it's a roguelike. I didn't
Yes.
know that.
Because everything's roguelike these
That
days.
could be cool to do a roguelike with the buddy.
Maybe. Didn't come.
It's a dumb name.
Cozy game. Papucom.
I don't like when they put the article like this because it makes everything less exciting the further into the direct you go.
I mean, this doesn't look that interesting. I'm sure
No, this looks
somebody's into it. Suika Game Planet.
So I liked Suika Game a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know what changes this has. So like Suika Game is basically it's like a physics-based, it's not Tetris. It's like Snood. It's like a physics-based Snood, but it's a physics-based Snood. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
And this makes it so that instead of being just vertical, you're putting all of the fruits into like a circle.
Okay.
And they're like being held together by gravity. That's weird. I don't know how this is going to change the game. Like, it's going to make the game weird. I don't know how if this is going to be better or worse. But it looks like there's multiplayer too.
Yeah.
Which is also weird.
And there's game share.
Imagine playing Tetris multiplayer where other people get to put blocks in your game. Like that.
I think there's a version of Tetris like that.
That sounds like hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what this is. So that sounds weird. I don't know. I played the Suika Game weird. I played it on the Pico 8, and it was like some weird version. Suika Game is like a browser game. You don't need to play it like this. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna play it on the Switch.
So that's all Polygon showed off. There were more games. There was Power Wash Simulator 2 coming to Switch 2. This Stardew Valley Switch 2 edition. Danganronpa 2X2. It's a remake of Danganronpa 2. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection is coming to Switch 2 and Switch 1 on Halloween. Physical versions coming December 12th. Overcooked 2 Switch edition coming this year. Linked Banner of the Spark coming to Switch 2 and Switch 1 now. Is out already. And Human Fall Flat Switch 2 edition in spring 2026.
Was that the sizzle reel that you just read?
No. Now I'm going to read the sizzle reel.
Oh, okay.
EA Sports FC 26, Little Nightmares 3, Persona 3 Reloaded, free demo available now. Lego Voyagers, September 15th.
That game, I might actually play that.
I've heard that game's good.
That game looks really cool. It's basically split fiction, but you're just two little Lego blocks, and that sounds really cool.
Disgaea 7 Complete, Dragon Quest 1+2 HD 2D remake available on Switch and Switch 2. Virtual Fighter 5 Revo World Stage coming to Switch 2 this winter. That actually looked sick. That was another game that was like graphically impressive for like a Switch 2.
Yeah, that's crazy that's coming for the Switch.
And 2 Points Museum.
Yay.
Hey.
A lot of games.
A lot of games. Hour-long direct.
This was a big direct. It had a lot in it. It's just unfortunate. Not a lot of things I care about.
I'm looking through it. I mean, aside from Metroid Prime 4.
Which we already knew
about.
Except for the date.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything Nintendo specific I'm like jumping up and down for. Because like Hades 2 will be on other things. Resident Evil Requiem is going to be on other things.
I was begging for a new console for Nintendo Switch Online.
Yeah.
This is like the monkey's paw. I was not. I got my wish, but this is not what I was wishing for.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Again, most of the things I'm excited for are things we already knew about.
Like again, like this was a good direct.
It was,
but like
just not for me.
Yeah,
it was a good direct for a lot of people. There's nothing I was interested.
This is a good direct for people who don't play video game systems other than Nintendo systems.
Yeah, I mean that's part of our issue now is that a lot of stuff coming to Switch is on other consoles, and we've already been like when I was big into the first Switch, I wasn't big into playing games on PC or the Steam Deck didn't exist. So,
right.
Now that I've largely moved over to playing games there, games come there first. So I'm playing these games and then they get announced for Switch and I'm like, oh, well, too late.
I think also too, like now it's just easier than ever for like PC gaming to be viable.
Yeah.
Because like compatibility is not as big of a deal as it used to be.
Yeah, there was a time when the console versions of the games ran like substantially better than the
or even that, like if you had the wrong RAM stick in your computer, like the game just wouldn't work.
Yeah,
you know, and there's still problems. We'll get into that later with Borderlands 4, but by and large, like you can get pretty much anything to work on a PC.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and a lot of these games that are coming out for Switch, they're like games that don't require a lot of system resources on a PC. Anyway, I wish we got the second screen instead of Virtual Boy accessory. All right, well, that's like two completely different things.
Yeah, I think
like
that second screen is still like a rumor, though.
I don't think the second screen is ever going to happen. I think it's too big of a technical leap for Nintendo.
Right.
I think at most you're going to get a second screen on the same screen next to it, and it's going to be DS,
right?
And we're not going to get 3DS. Anyway, here you go. Backlog. Hey guys, hey. Backlog time.
Backlog is a segment of Wulff Den podcast where we go through our entire video game collection, a collection of 1,051 games, pick one at random, and talk about it regardless of whether or not we've played it.
457.
457. That would be reroll. It's Berserk Boy. We did that already.
Okay. 1,021.
Hold on. I erased Berserk Boy. 1,021.
Mm-hmm.
That would be, oh shit, Prey 2017 for the Xbox One.
I remember this game. This is it's a reimagining. What is this?
It's hard to explain. Context: have not played this game. I bought it because it was $3 and it looked interesting. I wanted to try it. Haven't gotten around to it yet. It has nothing. So Prey. Let me collect my thoughts.
Take your time.
There was a game called Prey back in the early Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 era that was you played a Native American character on an alien world, and like you were essentially like a bounty hunter, and like you had to use, this is like around the time Portal came out, so like you had a portal gun, and like you can use that to like to traverse between platforms and stuff to try and like catch your prey and stuff. Well reviewed game, didn't sell a whole lot. The rights to the game got sold to Bethesda, and Bethesda took the name only, Prey, and attached it to this game, which has nothing to do with the other game. This is basically a BioShock meets Dishonored game, where like you wake up in like an alien space station and like things are going wrong and you got to like piece together what happened and whatnot.
So this has nothing for people who were fans of the original game.
Correct.
That sucks.
I forgot who somebody who worked, this was made by Arcane Austin, and somebody who worked there, I forgot who, like one of the higher ups, I think it was Pete Hines, said he fought like hell to make sure this game was not called Prey because it had nothing to do with the other game. But like somebody higher up at Bethesda thought like the name had enough name recognition that people would buy this game.
Well, you did.
I did, but not because I was a fan of the other Prey.
You did because it was $3.
It was $3, and like honestly, like the concept does look interesting. Like you keep waking up and like trying to piece together like your memories of what happened. You're like infected with something, and you're trying to figure out like what's the cause of that was. It's like kind of like a test bed for like later Arcane games like Dishonored 2 and like Deathloop especially. And you know, it got good reviews at the time. People seem to like hold it in high regard, but it didn't sell very well at all. I think it sold less than the original Prey did.
Oh my god.
So like all of that, like latching onto the IP was, you know, kind of all for nothing. Not only that, I got another side story for you. Oh, here's a game fact button. Game fact. There was another game released. Yeah, okay. So prior to the release, I'm reading this off of Wikipedia, but I knew this already. Prior to the release, No Matter Studios, the developers of then upcoming video game Pray for the Gods, Pray spelled Prey, announced that due to a trademark objection from ZeniMax Media, the parent companies of Bethesda, they had to change the name of their game to Pray for the Gods, Pray spelled Praey. ZeniMax reported that they had to defend the Prey trademark to avoid losing it and taking objection to No Matter's trademark filing. Do you think, now Pray for the Gods is a Shadow of the Colossus meets Breath of the Wild type game. Do you think anybody would confuse that type of game for this?
No.
Yeah. So like this is around
it's a word, man.
Yeah.
Prey is a word.
It's a very common word. So like
I've been clicking around gameplay for Prey 2017,
yeah,
and there hasn't been any action at all. The guy's just walking around a desolate world.
It's not an action-heavy game, like to my understanding.
Nothing is happening at all.
This is a space horror version of Groundhog's Day. That's like that's a good pitch, but like yeah, it's not really like an action-focused game. It's more of like a story-focused game where you're trying to like piece together like the mysteries of what like happened to you.
Yeah, it seems like he's like going through like terminals and stuff. I think he just crushed a bug.
Yeah.
Yeah, this doesn't look good.
Again, I got it for like $3. I think I also have it on like Steam because it was like even cheaper.
Fred Nard says they also delisted the original game from Steam.
Oh,
that is very upsetting.
That sucks. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I'll give this game a shot one day. Like I think the idea is interesting and like it could be something I can get into, but it says something when I know more about like the history of the game and like the behind the scenes of the game than I do about the game itself.
Yeah, I still don't feel like I have a good read on what the hell the game is.
Right. So I don't know. I feel like most people like know this game more for its history than they do for like the game itself, because it does have like it had such a like a open like development of like the name dispute and like the clashing at Arcane and the Pray for the Gods dispute, like all that like kind of overshadowed what the actual game was.
Mhm.
So,
Well, thanks for watching the backlog, everybody. We're gonna finish our podcast. Goodbye.
bye.
Next news for Lord Zero. Thanks for the 4 months. Nintendo's new Pokemon patents threaten the entire monster taming genre.
We're coming up on the 1-year anniversary of Nintendo's lawsuit against Pocket Pair, the developer of the game Pal World, or as people know it as Pokemon with Guns, on the grounds of patent infringement. Though many people called out Pal World for its suspiciously familiar character designs, Nintendo and the Pokemon Company went after Pocket Pair not for the appearance of its creatures, but for in-game mechanics, such as aiming and firing an item at a character in a field to trigger combat, capturing creatures in the wild, and riding on creatures you can swap between easily in open worlds. These are extremely broad and non-specific, and if Nintendo felt like it, the company could easily go after plenty of other games beyond Power Worlds on those grounds. Nintendo and the Pokemon Company aren't done patenting vague concepts in the Pokemon series, though, as the companies have just patented more mechanics in a development that could affect the entire monster taming genre. Games Fray, a site dedicated to reporting on patent law and other legal issues in the video game industry.
That sounds like a cool website.
I know, right?
I'm on their site now. It sounds sick.
Games Fray reports that Nintendo has received a U.S. patent for the mechanic of summoning a character and letting it fight another. A step-by-step breakdown of what this entails is listed below. Do you want me to go through that?
So I'm looking at least one of the patents right now, and the one that I'm looking at seems to be the riding patent, where like you summon one of your animals to ride on. And the way it is illustrated looks extremely similar to how it works in Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Right.
Where you either are flying, or you're swimming, or you're climbing with an animal, or you're riding it like a horse. So it seems very specific to how it works in Arceus, which is still like a broad concept.
Yeah.
Unless the patent is specifically for a game having all of these things at once. I don't know exactly how patents work.
I mean, patents are supposed to be very specific.
Yes.
So
that's why I think if you're patenting all these things in one patent, maybe they're patenting the idea of having all 4 of these different traversal methods in the game at once. Because this looks exactly like how it is in Arceus.
Yeah. So,
but the other one seems more egregious. The one that you're talking about, where you just summoning
a character and letting it fight another.
Yeah.
So
that's something that is in a lot of games.
It's a 6-step breakdown. Step 1: a non-transitionary computer-readable storage medium having stored therein a game program. The game program causing a processor of an information processing apparatus to execute.
Jesus
2:
Christ.
performing control of moving a player character on a field in a virtual space based on a movement operation input. 3: performing control of causing a sub-character to appear on the field based on a first operation input. And 4: and when an enemy character is placed at a location where the sub-character is caused to appear, controlling a battle between the sub-character and the enemy character by a first mode in which the battle proceeds based on an operation input. And 5: I ain't done. When the enemy character is not placed at the location where the sub-character is caused to appear, starting automatic control of automatically moving the sub-character that has appeared. And 6: performing control of moving the sub-character in a predetermined direction on the field based on a second operation input. And when the enemy character is placed at a location of a designation, controlling a battle between the sub-character and the enemy character by a second mode in which the battle automatically proceeds. Did you get all that?
I immediately pulled up gameplay of Ni no Kuni.
Yeah.
Because how is this different?
Ni no Kuni, this article specifically calls out Digimon And Final Fantasy also features elements of this.
So part of what you explained is a random encounter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what's happening here. And yeah, he summoned the guy. So like, how is this patentable?
I don't know. And like, you know, Nino Kuni, who made Nino Kuni?
It was a PlayStation game.
No, it wasn't. I know it wasn't Square, but like, so like Digimon is Bandai Namco. They have a great relationship with Nintendo. Final Fantasy is Square Enix. They have a good relationship with Nintendo.
Actually, Level 5.
Oh,
and Studio Ghibli.
oh, that's right. It was Ghibli. But yeah, like these are companies that with good relationships with Nintendo, with long-standing relationships with Nintendo. They're not gonna like Nintendo's not gonna go out and sue them.
Mm-hmm.
Bandai Namco works on Nintendo first-party games sometimes, so they're like saving this for like companies like Pocket Pair or like smaller companies that they can like scare into, you know, backing off of their turf.
Did this patent get approved?
I believe it was just submitted.
Because I can't believe
Oh no, it has received a U.S. patent for it, the mechanic. Yeah, so it got approved.
That is insane. It's like dog fighting.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like dog. If you do dog fighting, you might get sued by Nintendo.
Yeah, I mean, you'll go to jail first.
As that happens,
Yeah.
but then Nintendo might also come in and just kick you while you're down. You know.
It's just insane because like having creatures battle each other is like in not just like Pokemon like games. They're in a lot of different kinds of games.
Yeah, it's not like a very like creative mechanic. I mean, like Pokemon is like a very creative game, but like that one mechanic is not the thing that makes it creative.
Yeah, so like how is this going to affect Monster Hunter? How is this going to affect like you know, Yu-Gi-Oh even cuz like you summon demons in that and like have them fight each other?
Pokemon is based off of what is it? Making beetles fight each other?
Yeah.
So that's very, but I'm hoping that the patent is extremely specific to like not applicable to games that aren't just exactly Pokemon.
Yeah.
You know, I hope it's way more specific.
Games Fray goes into Games Fray, I should have read this. They translated what the patent says into like plain English.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like there must be a PC, console, or computing device, and the game is stored on a drive or similar storage medium. You can move the character in a virtual space. You must be able to summon a character. That's the sub character.
And you do that in Ni no Kuni.
Yeah. And then this is about summoning the sub character in a space where there already is another character that it will then fight. The alternative scenario is about summoning the sub character at a position where there is no other character to fight. And the final step is about sending the sub character in a direction and then letting an automatic battle ensue with another character.
Mm-hmm.
That's like not just Pokemon. That's like so many other like RPGs.
It seems like a very specific process.
Yeah.
Like it's not. It's still a little too broad, but it seems like if you just do things a little outside of this order, like if the enemy character is there already, not summoned, then maybe that could break the patent, you know?
Well,
hopefully that's all it takes.
Well, I know. Look, I haven't done these in a while, so like if I can get them out, I'll get them out. I'm on a roll here. Were you aware that the D-pad on the NES controller, the Nintendo NES controller, that was patented? The way the D-pad worked
By Nintendo.
By Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yes, because the way it worked was a ball and socket mechanic that like rolled around. That's how you get like the nice rolling action.
Oh, I sure am aware.
Other companies had to try to figure out how to make D-pads outside of this patent. PlayStation famously did it by separating the buttons of the D-pad. That's why the PlayStation D-pad is like split up. Sega just reversed the ball and socket. And that broke the patent.
Yep.
So that's why the Genesis had like a good D-pad, because they took Nintendo's idea and just turned it around, and that like broke the patent.
Yeah. I can't find a picture of the actual ball and socket reversed.
I know Gaming Historian has a video on the D-pad where he shows it. I mean, I don't know. I can't give you timestamps of it, but
Oh, there's no fulcrum in the middle.
yeah.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, I
So.
mean, again, there's if the patent is specific enough, you can get around it in some ways.
Yeah.
So I'm
But-
hoping that that's the case in this Pokemon patent.
I don't know, man. This seems like very broad.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Microsoft changing how Xbox controllers work in Windows 11.
Microsoft has started testing a change to how Xbox controllers operate on Windows 11. The change will allow Xbox controllers to easily access the task view in Windows 11 to tab between apps and games.
I will accidentally press that so much.
A new change we're introducing is when you long press the Xbox button, it will open up the task view, explained Microsoft Windows Insider Team. Pressing and holding the Xbox button continues to turn off the game controller. The change will align with Xbox controllers with the work of Microsoft is doing for handheld gaming PCs with Windows 11. The upcoming Ally X devices will have an Xbox button on it, which opens a handheld-friendly task switcher with a long press. Microsoft has tweaked the task switcher on handhelds so it has new animations, and it's not clear if the same interface will be coming to Windows 11 PCs.
Oh. So this is just for the handheld gaming consoles.
For now, but like they're implementing it with like a regular Xbox controller.
Yeah,
So,
I think that's. I mean, yeah, the controllers that are integrated in these handheld gaming PCs are kind of just Xbox controllers.
yeah.
I mean, the Xbox ROG Allies have an Xbox button on them,
Yes.
which is a little different. Than
And the Windows 11 is Windows 11. Like it's gonna have that code in it.
well, it's
so.
it's a specific version of Windows 11
Supposedly, but like I think that Xbox mode is coming to regular ass Windows 11.
No, there's the Xbox app.
Uh-huh.
Then there is the Windows 11 for gaming handheld PCs, which is like the one that we think has like the environment and stuff. And then that version it's going to be for the Xbox ROG Ally X.
Mm-hmm.
And then a couple months later, it will be for the old Ally and for the Lenovo. And then we're hoping it'll be released for other things.
Okay.
So I think that this feature is going to be locked behind that specific version of Windows. And then eventually, hopefully, everybody else will get it.
I mean, the article starts off by saying Windows 11.
No, it says the change will align Xbox controllers with the work Microsoft is doing with handheld gaming PCs with Windows 11.
Yeah, it'll align it with what it's doing on handheld PC. That leads me to believe that this is for desktop and like all versions of Windows 11. This button command.
Right. The upcoming Xbox Ally devices will have an Xbox button. Yes, that just means everything we said. It's not clear if the same interface will come to all Windows 11 games.
The interface, not necessarily the button.
The tweaked task switcher on handheld, which is what they're explaining. That's what this is.
Okay.
This is the tweaked task switcher.
Right.
And I think this is essential because you hit the Xbox button and now you can switch between apps with the fucking controller. You don't have to sit there and tap the screen, which is super annoying.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to do that with a Steam Deck.
Yeah.
Everything works with the controller. So, this is an essential change. Supposedly, the Xbox app already updated, and I think you can already put Steam games in.
Yes.
I have not tried that yet. I would like to try that.
Mm-hmm.
So, we are slowly getting some improvements here.
Right.
But we have yet to see any of this stuff for the Xbox ROG Ally X. All of our questions about the version of Windows 11 that's going to be on these ROG Xboxes, we still have a lot of questions. We still don't have a lot of answers to how that's going to work. But hopefully soon we will, because it's supposed to come out soon.
Yeah. But we don't have price still.
We don't have a price. We don't have a date.
No.
Okay. I'd imagine the holiday. Anyway. Oh, I pulled up our notes. Oopsies. Physical games only count for 3% of PlayStation games. What?
Video game companies still sell millions of physical copies of games every year, but that's not where they make a bulk of their money. As Sony's latest corporate reports show, physical game sales for the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 are practically a rounding error on a rounding error, and the number just keeps going down. The total percentage of revenue from physical software sales is now half of what it was before the PlayStation 5 launched. Sony Interactive Entertainment made roughly $31.5 billion in its last fiscal year, which ended in March. That was up nearly 10% from the year prior, as gaming works overtime within Sony to bolster the company's finances. But within its games and services division, aka PlayStation, only 3% of that revenue comes from physical games. This is also the lowest share of PlayStation revenue that's ever come from physical game sales. For the year prior to the PS5's launch in 2020, Sony reported 6% of revenue came from discs. The next year saw it drop to 5%, and then that number stayed flat for a few more years before dropping to 4% in 2024, corporate reports, and then just 3% this past year, half of what it was at the end of the PlayStation 4 generation.
You're not getting a disc drive in the PlayStation 6.
Well, the article goes on to say, while the percentage of overall sales from physical games makes up for the PlayStation continues to decline, the fact that the total revenue from those physical games isn't falling as fast as it could be this could be one reason why Sony might still be thinking of keeping a disc drive as an option for the PlayStation 6, but moving away from having it as default. A recent report from Insider Gaming claimed the next-gen console will continue to have a detachable disc drive, where an all-digital machine is the default, and players have the option to pay extra to utilize their physical media.
I don't hate that idea.
Yeah, I mean, like, if that's the way it's got to be, it's the way it's got to be, because at least there's the option.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people watching this want the option. I mean, most people, clearly, most people do not care for physical games.
Well, I think they see that from PS4 to PS5, like, the library carried over. Mm-hmm. And like the physical media library was a big part of it. So if you sell the next system and there's no way you can't access your physical library,
yeah, I need to be able to authenticate my disc.
This article did mention that one of the reasons why it stayed flat was because people tend to buy Sony first party games on disc as opposed to like third party games. So I guess Sony sees some sort of like revenue, like some sort of benefit to like releasing their games on disc still.
I see it says it's digital software and they broke it up in a different one. There's one in the 2019 chart, it says digital software and add-on content. And the 2024 sales breakdown, it says there's digital software and then add-on content separate.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I would assume a lot of it's add-on content, and it is a majority add-on content.
Yeah.
Because people they're making all of their money from Fortnite skins and stuff.
V-Bucks and stuff.
And V-Bucks and shit. So, unfortunately, that's how people play games these days. They play a free game, and then they buy skin.
Yeah.
And I'm guilty.
I'm not. I'm still a good guy.
Anyway, DICE having trouble with Battlefield 6 on Xbox Series S. Who would have thunk it?
Where's that? Okay. Like all Xbox releases, Battlefield 6 is obligated to release on both the Series X and the less powerful Series S. Speaking to Kotaku, the game's lead tech developer admitted that getting the shooter running on the former had been a challenge. I will say that the biggest thing we did that was a challenge for us was dealing with the console's limited memory, said technical director Christian Bull. Xbox Series S does have less memory than even our mid-spec PC. And so there was a point, I want to say like 6 to 12 months ago, where we kind of realized that a lot of our levels were crashing on the Series S. After the team focused on optimizing memory usage in Battlefield 6, Bull said that the process made the whole game better and more stable, in addition to specific improvements for the Series S.
Thank God for the Series S.
Yes. According to the technical director, Battlefield 6 is now super solid and performant on the Series S and will run at a super smooth 60 frames per second.
I mean, yeah, it's going to be hard, but I don't even care about the Series S.
Yeah.
But it's it seems like it helped Battlefield 6 in the long run, and it helps get these games running on handhelds.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they would really care to optimize it for Steam Deck or anything. But they're kind of forced to optimize it for the Series S if they want it on Xbox at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that helps us handheld people. It's definitely much harder for
it helps out a lot of people. There's like, if they can optimize it for the Series S, they can optimize it for Switch 2. They can optimize it for lower spec PCs.
Yeah.
They can optimize it for just about anything.
It seems like it got optimized across the board just from optimizing it for
because when you develop games, you're supposed to develop for the lowest common denominator, which is always like the lowest spec machine.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can do it for that, then like you scale up to the next machine.
Yeah, but that's not how they do it.
No,
that's how you should do it. But most of the time, it's let's make it as flashy as possible and then
scale down. Yeah.
So, let's talk about Borderlands because
speaking of which,
the complete opposite story.
Early reviews for Borderlands 4 are in, and they're mostly positive, barring one major issue: rough PC performance. Experts and Steam reviews alike have complained that the game is full of stutters as new assets load, and it runs at a much lower frame rate than it should relative to other games. While these kinds of issues have become tightly associated with games that run on Unreal Engine 5, that doesn't stop people from understandably being upset when their $70 purchase runs poorly. And while these kind of day one problems usually result in studios scrambling to make amends, Gearbox CEO Randy Pitchford has taken a very different approach, challenging these players to make their own game engine. In response to a user criticizing the game's reliance on DLSS, Pitchford responded, "Code your own engine and show us how it's done, please. We will be your customer, when you pull it off. The people doing it now are clearly dumb and don't know what they're doing, and all the support and recommendations and code architecture from the world's greatest hardware companies and tech companies working with the world's greatest real-time graphics engines coders don't know what you seem to know." /sarcasm.
Is it not Unreal Engine 5?
It's Unreal Engine 5.
Because people seem to hate Unreal Engine 5.
Unreal Engine 5, we talked about this a while ago. Like, developers seem to have a really hard time developing with Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah. I saw gameplay of Borderlands 4 running on a Steam Deck, on r/Steam Deck.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at the video and I was like, that seems fine. It was like 30 frames. It seemed fine. All the comments were like, this looks like shit, blah, blah, blah. And a lot of people were like, Unreal Engine 5, what do you expect? And it's like, Unreal Engine 5 doesn't necessarily equal stuttery garbage.
No, but I think like it's not uncommon for developers to like come out and say like Unreal Engine 5 like is giving them a lot more problems than they anticipated. Tim Sweeney even said acknowledged that like developers are having a hard time with Unreal Engine 5. He blamed it on them, but like they should be giving support where necessary. You know, I'm not a technical director. I don't know how this shit works, but like I'd imagine it's very resource intensive, and like that becomes a problem in development for some of these games. To Pitchford's credit, like some of the things that like people are complaining about is like it's not running at 120 frames per second or full 4K, and he actually like stepped in and said like it wasn't intended to. It's not a competitive shooter. It's a narrative shooter. Lower the frame rate, run the game in 1440p. You'll get a better experience. Mm-hmm. And like that has worked for some people.
Apparently after 2 days of the game being out, there was a patch that greatly improved the frame rate.
Yeah. They're patching it. Like they're trying, but like saying things like Borderlands 4 is a premium game made for premium gamers, and this is not a game made to run on 10-year-old PCs. The game uses the full capabilities of modern bus CPU and GPU. If you're trying to drive a monster truck with a leaf blower's motor, you're going to be disappointed. Like
he's insane.
Yeah, he's not a good guy.
John Lineman says it is below where it seems like it should be, given how other games using this engine perform.
Yeah.
I kind of want to try this game. I know we shit on Borderlands a lot. I liked the first Borderlands a lot. And I might try Borderlands 4.
I think Borderlands is a bad series made by bad people and is made for bad people.
I don't like what's his name?
Randy Pitchford. Yeah.
But I mean, whatever. There's a lot of bad CEOs in gaming.
Yeah. Most of them, in fact.
Actually, yes, most.
Yeah.
Tim Sweeney deflected blame, stating that these issues are development studio's fault.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of agree. Like you're blaming your tools.
Yeah, but at the same time, if this is a common issue across the board,
Pick a different.
There seems to be a common, but like if they're only offering Unreal 5,
who?
Epic.
To Gearbox?
To everyone. Like
you're not beholden to Unreal Engine 5. Pick a
no, but
engine.
like, can they work? Is Epic still offering support for Unreal Engine 4? Can they go back? Is there another engine out there that they can license and easily use like Unreal 5?
Valorant just switched to Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah.
And it was because it optimized the game. It was because it made the game better.
Yeah.
I mean, people will argue that some things are worse, but it is the exact same game, just better frame rate.
I think if you give like 10 people something and all 10 people say they're having problems with the one thing, there seems to be a problem with the one thing.
Or the woke mind virus.
Yes.
It is also like hive mentality. Like everyone loves to blame their tools. You know?
Yeah.
I shit on Adobe Premiere all of the time.
Well,
if I made a bad video, it's my fault.
If you made a bad video, that's your fault. But people shit on Adobe Premiere for a reason, because it has problems.
It has problems, yeah.
That the company.
But if somebody said your video sucks, I'm not going to be like it's Adobe Premiere's fault.
I don't necessarily think they're blaming Unreal for the quality of the game necessarily. I think they're commenting on the fact that it's much harder to release a game in a stable state with Unreal Engine 5. Like, there's a lot more work that needs to get put into it than before. You know what I mean?
I understand. I think that the blame is being thrown too heavily into Unreal Engine 5. I think that it might be a little bit to blame, but I think that especially big AAA developers, they use these sort of like performance tweaks as like a crutch. Like,
yeah,
like a big robust engine like Unreal Engine 5. The game's just not the Borderlands 4 is just not optimized for low end PCs.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that I think needs to be prioritized.
That game's supposed to come out on Switch too, so I'm wondering how that's going to turn out.
Didn't the other ones suck on the Switch?
I don't know.
They ported it to the Switch, and I think that they were bad or something.
I don't know, man. I don't fucking play Borderlands.
Anyway, last news: Intergalactic is Naughty Dog's most expensive game.
Naughty Dog's Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet will be the studio's biggest and maybe most expensive game ever, with creator Neil Druckmann hailing the new project as the most ambitious game we've ever made. What can I say and not say? I can tell you we're in the thick of it. We're making it. We're playing it. We're firing on all cylinders, Druckmann told Variety in a new interview. I've said this before, but I really mean it. I'm really feeling it right now. It's the most ambitious game we've ever made. It's the most expansive game we've ever made, and maybe the most expensive by the time we finish it.
I'm really feeling it. What's that from? That's from something.
Yeah.
I'm really feeling it.
I'm really feeling it. Feels like a Dreamcast game.
What is that?
No, that's the Blink-182 song is I'm feeling this.
I'm feeling this. No, I'm really feeling it. I feel like that's from something.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts? Is it Kingdom
Hearts?
Hearts?
It's Kingdom Hearts. Someone said Kingdom Hearts.
I regret bringing it up.
I mean, I have no doubt this is their most expensive game.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. I think nobody's gonna like it. I think it's gonna come out and it's gonna. I think people are a little salty about The Last of Us Part 2, and I think that people are salty that they're going in a different direction, and everyone's gonna call it woke because there's a girl in it, and
there's a girl with a shaved head in it.
Yeah, the most egregious of girls. So I think that people are going to be upset and probably review bomb the hell out of it. I think it's going to be fine. Like,
I'm sure it'll be fun.
At the very least a good game.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I think it looks good. I'll play it.
Yeah.
Shulk. Shulk
in
in Smash.
Xenoblade. Yeah.
Isn't it Xenoblade? Yes, it's Shulk. Yes, thank you. That's all the news.
That's it.
It says unboxing. You don't have an unboxing.
I don't.
Okay.
I guess we're not going to do the things you got.
No, it's the Retroid Pocket dual screen and Magic's console. They're not like things. They're things that I would make a video on eventually, but I don't know. I'm a little late on both of those things because everybody fucking gets things before I do. All right, here's a tweet of the week for you. I just found it right now. How about them apples?
Tweet of the week! Tweet of the week! Tweet of the week!
This is from Sage, and it says Benny Safdie has been cast as Big AJ in the Costco Guys biopic. I think that's a good casting.
That works.
Source 824. Danny DeVito better be playing the Rizzler. Anyway, we're going to talk to you.
Yeah. Let's start with people who have comments on last week's Wulff Den podcast over on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/WulffDenPodcast.
Will, Discord is giving out things for Borderlands 4.
Neat.
Oh, it's a video quest? Oh, that means you have to watch a video in order to unlock things for Borderlands 4. Anyway, Jeff T Magic says iPad Mini is more expensive than the normal iPad. Blows my mind.
I think
it's tiny though.
Yeah, I think the normal iPad is like that's their gateway to like schools and stuff. So they like purposely keep that like lower costs, like so they can be like used in schools instead of Chromebooks and stuff. Like that's what that's for. Where like the iPad Mini and like the iPad Air, like that's the ones they really want you.
Mm-hmm. Joseph D. Dawson says, can the handheld rant become a segment with a sound for the intro and everything? I don't remember the handheld rant.
I think they're saying more in general, like next time we do a handheld rant, like you hit a button and like something comes up and goes handheld rant or some shit, and then you just go off.
Yeah, but what constitutes the rant?
Like if you get a handheld, then there's like something really.
I'm ranting this Thursday on youtube.com/Wulff Den.
Oh boy,
Yap Fest video. I talked for an hour and a half today. BH me F9T says, yes, guys, this time you nailed it with the timing. Backlog.
Hey, all right.
It's been such a pain in the ass, and it's such a pain in the ass. This whole setup is fucked right now. Our Bavi says, y'all excited for any particular upcoming movie? I'm so behind on movies.
I am too.
Still gotta watch Superman. I still gotta watch Fantastic Four. Still gotta watch the Minecraft movie.
You know, I've had the Minecraft movie for a while. Like my kids have seen it. I was in the room with them when they were watching it. Can't say I've seen it. I recently downloaded Weapons, which I
want to see that.
All right, give me a drive. I'll give it to you.
Piracy's back, baby.
It's not stealing if you don't own anything.
Hacko says new iPhone Pro colors are in GameCube colors. I don't know how you GameCube kids couldn't have seen that. I didn't. Hannah showed me on Twitter. She's like, they're saying these are GameCube. She said, was there a spice orange GameCube? And I said, yes, in Japan. And she goes, oh, then the iPhone are the GameCube colors. And I was like, what?
Here's the thing.
She showed me, and they are.
I disagree. The blue one is very clearly blue. GameCube is explicitly purple.
So when she showed me, I said, what color is that one? And I pointed to the purple one, and she said indigo. And I was like, damn, that's what it is. That's what the GameCube one is. It's indigo. And I was like, shit, she nailed it. And she goes, I'm not a fucking idiot.
No, these colors are Islanders colors. They are New York Islanders colors. You know, they're white, orange, and blue. Like that's what it is. I'm sorry. Nassau County, baby.
I'm hearing from reviews that the orange is much worse in person.
Okay, that's
like, not as good. The blue, I mean, I guess it depends. Why is it so hard to find the colors? The blue, it's looking blue here. I think it could be construed for indigo.
It's deep blue.
Yes.
But now pull up a GameCube.
Yeah, that's more purple.
But
Well, actually, this is purple, this is blue, this is purple, this is indigo, this is blue. It depends on the picture and the lighting and stuff.
I still say that's purple. That's the iPhone is
thing.
The iPhone is blue.
The iPhone is much darker. I'll give you that.
Yes.
Oh, what happened to my iPhone? There's Benny Safdie again.
Oh, that's a movie I'm actually looking forward to. The Smashing Machine. I feel like I need to see that. I need to know how The Rock's chances of winning an Oscar this year are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the blue is not deep. I mean, it's like it's dark, but it's not like a saturated blue.
Yeah, it's not like a bright blue, but it's still blue.
Not colorful.
It's
Professor Rock, thanks for the $2. $2 for Bob's Lenovo Legion Go Gen 2 fund. Thank you so much. The video this week is me bitching about how that's $1,300.
Yeah.
All right, now we're in the chats.
Yes. We had some super chats or some Twitch chats that we didn't mention.
Wicked Spooky, thanks for the 36 months. Yo, guys, I hope you're doing amazeballs. Thank you. Ethel with the 71 months. Hope you two are doing well on this fine podcast day. Hey, Will, what are some of your favorite non-superhero comics?
Ooh, it's a good one. So Brian K. Vaughan, great writer, Saga and Why the Last Man, like those are his two most famous ones, and those are really good. You should check those out. But in both instances, I always got more into the other series he was writing at the time. So like Why the Last Man, I was really into Ex Machina, which he put out around the same time. And then Saga, it's still going, but he also put out Paper Girls with Cliff Chang, and that series is excellent. Both those series are wrapped up, so you can go get all those now and like have a good. Ex Machina is like superhero adjacent, but it's not so much about superheroics. It's more of like a political thriller. So there you go, non-superhero books.
Kazman, thanks for the 2 months. Woohoo!
Yippee!
I Nate myself says Paper Girls rules.
Yeah.
Edward Bova, adult games hit once more as Valve seemingly denies early access to games with mature content. Also, Bob and Will, what is your favorite Robert Redford movie? I don't know. I couldn't tell you a single Robert.
Not even Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
I have a weird opinion on early access stuff on Steam. I think that people abuse early access. So,
well, I think this in particular is not so much about games in early access. I think this is just another attack on quote unquote adult themes, like mature themed games. We never really talked about it on the podcast because like still not 100% sure what's going on. Like Valve and like itch.io are taking down like games rated like adults only or feature like explicitly sexual content. And then it's part of like a whole sweep of like, you know, offended people going after credit card companies for like allowing the sale of like porn games and whatnot, or like pornographic content in general. And like Steam is passing, like Valve is like passing the buck, and they're not really like explaining what's going on. And it's like affecting, it's not just affecting like pornographic games, it's affecting, you know, games with queer content, games with like explicit feminine content and things like that. It seems to be an excuse to go after basically anything like people find offensive.
Defining porn games is very difficult because you it's the way porn is defined is basically like you just know it when you see it. Kind of thing.
And it's a very slippery slope.
Yeah.
You know.
However, I was on Steam the other day and I came across a game. It was a Metroidvania where there's just fucking in it.
Yeah.
It's just a Metroidvania and there's just fucking in it. And it seems like sexual assault. It's just in a Metroidvania.
Yeah.
So That was just on my Steam the other day. I was just staring down the barrel of that.
Yeah, and like, I mean, I don't agree with it because, like, sure, you want to say you're cleaning up the Steam page for like getting rid of all the porny games, but like, you know,
hide it away. Like, give us a tab.
No, what I'm trying to say is like, Heavy Rain is on Steam, and that game features a consensual sex scene. Metal Gear Solid features sex scenes. Grand Theft Auto is littered with it.
This game I was staring at seemed like sexual assault was a mechanic of the game.
Well, okay, yes, that game, yeah, get it off of Steam.
And this is just a game I stumbled upon. I wasn't looking for this shit, you know?
But like, what I'm trying to say is, like, it starts with that game, and then you get rid of games like Heavy Rain and GTA, and then you get rid of games like
that's the bad definition of.
Then you get rid of games like Life is Strange because it features two girls kissing, and then you get rid of anything else until we're left with nothing but Tetris.
So. There needs to be rules, but they need to be clearly defined, and it's difficult to do that with games like this.
And like, there needs to be some sort of a backbone where like you stand up and like say like, this is freedom of expression, because video games are protected under the First Amendment under freedom of expression. There was a whole court case over it.
I want there to be everything on Steam. I want Steam to be the Wild West, but I think it needs to be highly curated. Steam needs sensitive content.
Steam doesn't have the best curation.
Yeah, and I want the garbage. I want there to be like crap games on Steam. Just give me whatever you got, you know, but hide it away or curate it a little better, or give me a tab that's like, I can't access this tab unless I really, really want to, you know?
And All Is Lost is a really good Robert Redford movie.
Okay. The tab is there if you want. Go to settings. Fuck you, settings. It should be, you know, a little more obvious than that. At least back in the day, there was a quote back room where the quote adult stuff was. That's what I'm saying. Give me a Steam back room.
Yeah. It was like the bead curtain.
It should be a bead curtain. The tab is a bead curtain. You click on it, the bead curtain opens. Snake Eater says, Konami successfully swindled me out to buy 2 copies of Delta digital on PlayStation 5 for 2 days early, but it's my favorite game, so I need a physical. Xbox physical. Now I'm just waiting for the Switch 2 edition. Jesus Christ. I mean, that's how he was with Resident Evil 4.
Was.
Still am. You think I'm a fake fan? Legitimate Wulff Den fan says PS5s in Europe are going back to the 825 gigabyte version. Yeah, fake fan, dude.
We talked about that last week.
Last week's topic.
Legit my ass.
He's gonna change his name again. Ironically, Switch eShop has some dumb shit, and that's a family console. Yeah, if you type hentai into the Switch eShop, you get a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And the Switch actually like used to be a lot better with like curating their stuff.
If you haven't seen the criminal heist movie for seniors called The Old Man and the Gun, starring Robert Redford, you should watch it.
I do want to watch that. That's his official last movie. I want to check that out.
Imagine if I was a PC gamer. That means I'd buy Snake Eater on Steam too. I still don't know where I stand on buying Snake Eater. I mean, I feel like it's too late now. There's too many games coming out.
Yeah, I think at this point it might have to be a wait for a sale game, honestly.
Hey, Will, are you going to pay $100 for a plastic with glass to play Virtual Boy?
No. Just straight up no. I will wait till they release a patch where you don't need that shit. Because you don't need that shit to play those games.
Oh, shit. Legitimate Wulff Den fan says, Ghost Runner 2, Monument Valley 2, and Battle of Polytopia are free on Epic. until the 18th. So that's only 2 days from now.
Yeah.
So if you have the Epic Game Store, first of all, Monument Valley, fucking great game. I don't know about getting it on PC. That's like a mobile game, but that game's sick. Ghost Runner 2, I mean, it's free.
Ghost Runner 2, I played the demo. It is good up until you get to the motorcycle part, and then it is bad.
I didn't love it when I played it, but it's free. Go claim it. Anyway, I think we're good. Thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for chatting with us. As always, the Wulff Den Podcast is every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on twitch.tv/WulffDen or youtube.com/WulffDen Podcast. If you can't make the show for any reason at all, we always put the archive version up over on youtube.com/WulffDen Podcast, so you can go check us out over there on demand whenever you want. If you prefer to listen to us rather than watch us, you can do that as well, because we're also an audio podcast on any and every podcast service, such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Audible.com. The list goes on, but no matter where you get the show from, folks, please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review us, because that helps us with placement on all of those respective platforms.
I will have a video out Thursday where I rant about the price of these PC handhelds, and I talk about how I don't get review units. And I think I'm going to play that Lego game, Lego Voyagers, with AJ on Thursday here on Twitch. And that's it. And thank you for being here, and goodbye.
Bye.